Okay. So I think the stream disconnected, but we're back. Maybe. Hopefully. Let's see. Am I still live on Twitch? Am I still live on Twitch? Still live on Twitch. Still live on Twitch. Okay. So I'm going to keep on keeping on, and I might have to piece the videos together. We'll see what happens. Okay? So, she gives him one more command. She says, propera quaiso. Now, quaiso is first person singular. Okay, we back. Okay? So quaiso is first person singular. It is a verb, but it's used more as like a... I mean, it literally means I beg, I ask. It's the equivalent of prego in Italian. It's not really the main verb of the sentence. It's kind of like an aside. So she's really telling him propera. Properare. She's telling him to hurry. Essentially, rush is what properare means. Hurry, I beg. Ut, quam primum moronatum puerum humi iacentem tollas. So hurry up, ut. Hurry up, essentially, to do something. Okay? Ut, quam primum. This is a little adverbial expression. Quam primum is Latin for ASAP. Okay? As soon as possible. Primum means early, right? Or first. So as first as you can, as early as you can, essentially as quickly as you can. Modo here, another adverb. We have natum in the accusative case. We have puerum in the accusative case. We have humi, another locative. We have iacentem, which is in the accusative case. And then finally, we get our verb. And our verb is tollas, second person singular. It is subjunctive, but don't worry about it, okay? It is an ut clause, that's why it's subjunctive. So she's basically telling him, hurry, I beg. Hurry to do something just doesn't work in English. So if it doesn't work in English, don't translate it weird, right? We don't tell somebody, hurry to do something. We tell them, hurry up and do something, okay? So that's really what she's saying here. She's saying, hurry up, I beg. And quam primum, as quickly as you can, right? As fast as possible. What is she telling him to do? And that's the verb at the end. Hurry up and as quickly as you can, tollas. Pick up. Pick up what? Tolo means to lift, right? Or to pick up. And she's telling him to pick up the accusative. And the accusative here is the puerum. So pick up the boy. He's described as natum, but not just natum, moro. Moro natum, just born. So pick up the baby that was just born. So pick up the newborn boy. And he's described as humi iacentem. Iakeo means to lie. So pick up the newborn boy who is lying on the ground. So she tells him, I've already put him on the ground, which we'll talk about why that's significant in a second. I've already put him on the ground. Now, I beg you, hurry up, and as fast as you can, go and pick him up off the ground. Why are we putting children on the ground? Well, that brings us to the last part. Why? Enim here means cause, in the sense of like because. we have our third singular verb, erat, and we have Romanorum. So why does he need to do this? Because it was the mos Romanorum. It was the custom of the Romans. It was Roman custom. Ut. Again, another ut clause. We don't want to freak out about why it's an ut clause or what it's called. Just, it's an ut clause. The custom was that it was the custom of the Romans that what happened? It was Roman custom that, oops, move this up here, ut filium in the accusative case, pater in the nominative case, agnosceret, there's my verb, it is third singular, it is imperfect subjunctive. Again, don't freak out about the subjunctive thing, translate it like normal. Aetera, ablative of place from which. And then what in the world is tolendo? If anyone is still in the room watching this after our little internet kerfuffle. It is a gerund, and Maddie, what case is it in? Tolendo. Yeah, and why would it be in the ablative case? What kind of things can the ablative do? Think about it, think about it. Okay. So what was the custom of the Romans? It was the custom of the Romans that the subject, the pater, that a father could be, but what does tolendo mean? We'll get to it. That a father agnosceret his filium. Agnosco is to acknowledge. So it was custom, it was Roman custom that a father acknowledge his son, literally make it known that it is his son. How does he acknowledge his son? Tolendo aetera. By lifting him. By lifting him, aetera. By lifting him off of the ground. Right? And this custom, which I'll put the name of it here, the custom is called, of course, in Latin, agnotio. Agnotio is the formal custom. It's the same root word as agnosco, okay? It is the custom of a father saying to the world, this is my son. And it has to happen early on. I think it has to happen in the first 9 days or so before the kid gets a name. It has to happen very early. It might even be sooner than that. And the idea here is, legally speaking, that is not your son until you acknowledge them as your son. So if, for instance, a mother puts a baby down in front of you and says, this is your son, and you look at that child and for whatever reason you know that's not your kid, then you turn your back and you leave that child. And that child is not legally your responsibility. So there are some obvious ways that that could happen, right? If it really doesn't look like you, if there's a, racial component to it, or, whatever the case may be. Or, and this is the sad part, if the baby is born with any kind of a deformity or something like that, right? Where you do not want to take legal responsibility. And it's a horrible, monstrous thing to even say, but that was also part of the agnotio, right? If the child does not look like it's going to have a fighting chance, the father might say no, okay? Heartless, absolutely heartless, I know. But I think for the most part, it's just a custom. You put the baby down in front of you, you pick up the baby, you hold the baby up. It's essentially that Simba moment in The Lion King, okay? And I want to cut it here because it went a little bit long because of the tech issues, but we'll we'll talk more about this custom in class when we get to it. And we got a gerund, so that's exciting. Okay, thank you guys for sticking it out. I really appreciate it. I'm going to see what this video looks like after I cut it. Okay, bye guys.